Hey y'all, it's me with your third third um project deliverable option. This is a fun one in my opinion, and it's an interesting option that I feel many students may never have done, but have had interest doing. Definitely a career path here, but for this option, you'll be making a podcast using the website Anchor um, by Spotify. Anchor is free to sign up. You can create a 30-minute podcast for up to a 30-minute podcast for free with the basic subscription, and all you need is an email address to sign up. Once you sign in, it will look like this. And really, the part that we're most concerned with is just making the audio for the podcast. So you would say, let's do it, make your first episode. And then you have all of these options to choose from in order to make your podcast. So for your podcast, what you will be doing is you will be sort of mimicking an interview that involves counter arguments against your thesis and your rebuttals to those counter arguments. So you can do this in one of two ways. One, you can either have a peer or a relative or anybody in your house. You can have them also be in the podcast, and they can come up with their own counter arguments to your thesis, and you, on the fly, have to think of the rebuttal. So the purpose here is not to, be perfect by any means. The purpose here is to really get those considerations of what can other people say. So you can either write a script if you're more comfortable with that, or you can have it be unscripted and have your guest say whatever kind of argument comes to mind, and then you would have to think of, okay, how could I properly rebuttal that? If you don't have anybody that you can collaborate with, no worries. You can you can play the role of both people. When you listen to my example, you'll see that's what I did. I was both people in my interview. And if you're both people, then you would just, play a critic, and then you would rebuttal that. So kind of play it off as if you're two different people, not that you're talking to yourself. But yeah, if you don't have anybody available, you can definitely do this as one person. That's totally fine too. In that case, you can either script it or you can just think of whatever counter arguments come to your mind at that moment in time and rebuttal right there and then. If you want to make your assignment spicy, you can add songs, you can add messages, you can add these sound effects and transitions. Like if you say something funny, you can make like a ba-dum sound. All those are really cherries on top. The basic requirement is that you have the audio podcast recording, you have at least 3 counter arguments with rebuttal, and your podcast is at least 5 minutes long. Right, those are the 3 requirements. So if you need an example, you can watch the example video. And if y'all have any questions, you can email me, but I really hope you have fun with this one. Podcasts are super, super cool. Good luck.